Welcome to the vibrant digital landscape of Kenya, where the heartbeat of innovation resonates through the Kenya Domain Name System, or the DNS. In this audiovisual journey, we unravel the vital role of the Kenya DNS in shaping the nation's digital footprint and its significance in fostering connectivity, security, and growth. The Kenya Domain Name System acts as the digital gateway, seamlessly translating user-friendly domain names into the numerical IP addresses that power the country's online infrastructure. At the core of this dynamic system lies the Kenya Network Information Center, or KENIC, the custodian of the .ke country code to top-level domain dedicated to managing and administering Kenya's online presence.
For the Kenyan watching, the domain system really is a database that seeks to hold all the assets that can help Kenyans get online. And for our case, it is a .ke domain.
So, what is the Domain Name System, or DNS? DNS is a hierarchical, decentralized naming system for computers, services, or other resources connected to the internet or a private network. It translates more readily memorized domain names to the numerical IP addresses needed for locating and identifying computer services and devices with the underlying network protocols.
In simple terms, the domain name system is what acts as an interface between your phone or your computer and the network, so that when you type something in your phone, the computer converts it into zeros and ones, and the computer on the other end converts it back to text that a human being can be able to understand.
In the context of Kenya, the DNS functions similarly to its global counterparts, serving to translate domain names associated with Kenyan websites into the respective IP addresses. The Kenya Network Information Center, KENIC, is the registry for the .ke country code top-level domain, or CCTLD for Kenya. It is responsible for the management and administration of the .ke domain name space. KENIC oversees the registration and management of domain names under various categories such as .co.ke, .go.ke, .ac.ke, .sc.ke, .ne.ke, .me.ke, .mobi.ke, and .info.ke, among others. Registrations under the .ke domain are available to entities with a presence in Kenya, such as individuals, businesses, organizations, and government institutions.
On the one hand, we have the practitioners, the people who champion and build this ecosystem. And Kenyans, or the users, are the heart of it. So for Kenyans sitting in any corner of this country, the first question for them to ask themselves is, what is my part in this internet community? So we are creating that awareness. We are breaking it down at their level to see that I have an opportunity to open up to the rest of the world. At a personal level, maybe it's just a profile for a student. At a business level, maybe it's a startup that is seeking markets. The internet can and will work for your brand. And that when you go there, you are secure and you can really deliver that value. If you're a student or a teacher, it's a place where you can get content and produce content to be shared within the country or across Africa. And especially for the entrepreneurs, even in the ideation stage when you're starting your business, it's never too late or too early to make your presence online felt. And on the .ke domain, once you have an idea, you can register that name. You can protect that brand so that you can use it today and into the future. So there's something for every Kenyan, whether it's consuming government services, which are now online, or making value out of whatever activity you have by using this network of networks that we've created through the internet.
KENIC also enforces specific registration requirements for each domain category to ensure that domain names accurately represent the entities that own them.
Over the last few years, around the last 15 years or so, starting in 2000, the top-level domain name space has been changing and evolving, and new names are being added with some form of regularity after some form of process. So we had a process in 2000, a process in 2005, a process in 2012, and all this resulted into new domain names being added, or new top-level domain names being added onto the internet. And therefore today you have short names and you have long names. But I want to clarify that there are two broad categories of domain names. There are domain names that identify territories or countries, for those who call them that way, but the right terminology is a territory that is recognized by the UN. Those names are usually 2 letters. So an example would be .com for Kenya, .ke for Kenya, .ug for Uganda, .tz for Tanzania. So such names are 2 letters. We call them country code top-level domain names. So any name that ends with 2 letters at the end refers, first of all, to some country, and the rest of the name will be, a company or some other enterprise. So if I have, bob.co.ke, it means that .ke there symbolizes Kenya. If it was bob.co.ug there symbolizes Uganda. So the Bob is my name, but the last part symbolizes a territory or a country.
To register a .ke domain name, individuals or organizations typically go through accredited registrars who facilitate the registration process. These registrars may also provide additional services such as web hosting, email hosting, and website building tools. Overall, the DNS in Kenya plays a crucial role in enabling the online presence of businesses, organizations, and individuals within the country, fostering a vibrant digital ecosystem and facilitating connectivity both locally and globally.
In Kenya will be different from other areas, so there will really be focusing on how do you use your official website, e.g. for resource mobilization. In today's world, it is very important that you have an official online space for you to talk to people to support your projects. You need to publish, for instance, your strategic plans in a place that is verifiable, that is authoritative, so that when people who are way beyond our borders are trying to support your projects, then they have a place that they can authoritatively understand the budgets and how the projects are proceeding and how their resources have been used.
Given the digital landscape's complexities, cybersecurity stands as a cornerstone in the Kenya DNS ecosystem. Rigorous measures are in place to fortify the system against cyber threats, safeguarding data integrity and bolstering user trust. Cybersecurity is vital in the Kenya domain name system for several critical reasons. 1. Data protection. With the increasing digitization of services and the proliferation of online platforms, ensuring the security of data is crucial. Cybersecurity measures help in protecting sensitive information from unauthorized access, ensuring the privacy and integrity of user data. The prevention of cyber attacks. Cyber threats such as hacking, malware, phishing, and DDoS attacks can compromise the integrity of the DNS infrastructure. Therefore, implementing robust cybersecurity measures can help prevent such attacks, safeguarding the stability and availability of online services in Kenya. The third one is protection of digital infrastructure. The DNS forms a critical part of the digital infrastructure, facilitating the functioning of websites and online services. Securing the DNS against cybersecurity threats is essential to maintain the stability and reliability of the digital ecosystem in Kenya. The fourth one is consumer trust and confidence. A secure DNS instills confidence in internet users, encouraging them to engage in online activities without fear of data breaches or cyber threats.